Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. We're here with some more Dubois County Leadership Academy members. We have Bawel here as well as Emily Small, and we've interviewed with one group. We had a second group in our news coverage here at 18 WJTS, but you are group number 3, not to be last or anything, but you guys are also working on a project to help bring certain needs into the community. So you guys are definitely here to talk about something super important today. So we are very thankful to have you here.
Awesome.
Thank
Glad
you.
to be here.
Yes. So again, we hope that everybody knows about the Dubois County Leadership Academy at home, and they've been watching our coverage and all that stuff. So we may not necessarily touch on that all too much, but in your work with the Leadership Academy, your individual group is looking to bring a system called the Lucas system, or Lucas machines, to Dubois County. So tell us about that, whomever.
Yes, you want me to get started?
Sure.
So yes, our team met starting back in April, and we're a cross-functional team across different industries within Dubois County. And as we started to look at needs within the community, one of our team members is actually a volunteer fireman, as well as one of another team member's spouse is. And they raised a concern of within the community, first responders are typically first at calls that are received versus an ambulance for obvious reasons across the county. And they said a lot of times they'll have to start doing chest compressions. However, there's a machine out there now called the Lucas machine. The ambulances have them, so the 5 ambulances across the county have them, but the first responders do not. And so he educated us on the efficiency of them and how much better it is for the patients. And since typically they might be the first on scene, it would really be beneficial if the first responders would have access to one to use throughout the county. So the team decided to try to purchase one for each fire department. So there's 12 across the county that we'd want to supply, giving access to all the various areas throughout the county.
Okay, yeah. For those who aren't familiar, like myself, before I got to see the wonderful picture, I have no idea what the Lucas machine is. What does this machine consist of, and what specific task is it meant to help remedy?
So the Lucas device is essentially an automatic CPR compression device. So rather than having somebody stand over the patient, the Lucas device is installed onto the patient and actually will do CPR compressions for that patient. Mm-hmm. And the good thing about the Lucas device is patients can actually be transported with the Lucas device on it. So moving from wherever the accident happens into the ambulance to the hospital, mm-hmm. The Lucas device can be performing CPR the whole time.
Interesting. So it definitely, from the pictures you can kind of see how it would strap onto an individual, but this is chest compressions. This is the thing you learned in health class where you do the compressions, but this is a machine that can attach to somebody and do those compressions while they're being transported. And not only that feat to it, but it does it the proper way, because as we kind of talked about, sometimes when you do CPR, you can be doing it the wrong way, and that actually hurts the individual more than helping.
That is correct. So this administers it the correct way and very efficiently, which is great. And then to Brock's point, it can be transported with the patient to continue to get the care that they need. And by the clinical results that has been provided with someone that gets administered this device very quickly, the success and health benefits outweigh the alternative.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you guys have data that you've researched to back that up. You guys have been working on this since April and kind of getting it out the door and whatnot. So what do people need to do or need to know before they get ready to maybe donate, or if you're trying to sell that hard person on trying to help contribute this device, what would you kind of say?
I think this is a great way to give back to the community, and definitely a way that you can give back to the community in a way that you can save lives. And I think that's the most important thing about our project is you can give to a cause that's actually going to save lives or can save lives. So I think that's the most important thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we try to stress when we ask the community for donations, whether financially or otherwise, is that this, of course, all the DCLA projects are the same, but this project is going back into the community. You're going to see it actually be implemented, and your contributions are going to have a physical result at the end, which is, I think, what a lot of people need to hear.
That's correct. And the nice thing about this project is it truly can benefit anyone in the county. It could be your neighbor, a family member, a coworker. So from that standpoint, it really impacts everyone. It's one of those things hopefully you don't have a loved one or a neighbor that ever needs it, but if they do, it could be used and benefit them health-wise.
Yes. So going on to the fun stuff. So if people want to contribute or just even spread the word about it, or just get more information on this, where can we go? How can we reach you guys so that we can work on getting this implemented?
So if people are wanting to get involved and help donate or financially donate to our fundraising campaign, they can definitely write a check to DCLA or Dubois County Leadership Academy and send that to P.O. Box 7 in Ferdinand, Indiana, 47532. Or if they'd like to reach out to us and have more questions, they can contact Henry Calderon at 812-639-0706 or at Henry Calderon at 0606@yahoo.com.
Yes, so not only is it a way for people to talk to real individuals about their donation, but if you're ready to sign that check and send it off, you can just send it to the P.O. Box and know that you guys will receive it and put it towards some good stuff. And I know we're kind of near the end of the Dubois County Leadership Academy term, and you guys are near graduation, but this project isn't going to be finalized for a little bit, right?
That's correct. We're going to continue to fundraise the rest of this year. We've also been in contact with the Board of Commissioners, who also said that they will be happy to support after some of our initial fundraising efforts conclude. So the goal is to continue to raise as much as we can. We've already raised close to $40,000.
Wow.
Between different companies and individuals. So we're making some nice headway to be able to purchase that goal of 12 Lucas machines. In addition to the fundraising, is after that, the next year we'd like to purchase them. And then the benefit is we would train all of our volunteer fire departments, EMS teams, which is over 100 people throughout the county, on how to use the machines, how to make sure that they're being used properly, and so forth. So it also includes training and support throughout.
Yeah, so I think that makes all the difference too. Like, it's not just, here's your new toys, go save lives, but you guys are actually going to take the time to introduce it to everybody so that it's properly integrated and everyone gets trained, and you guys are going through the whole process. It's not just we're going to fundraise, here you go, now figure it out. So I think it's super courageous. It's very exciting to see for, of course, our community's health and otherwise, and being able to have a group such as yourselves who are actively still giving back in that way. I think this will be a very unique thing to have for sure. Again, before I'd seen the pictures, I didn't know what a Lucas machine was. I thought it was a fancy acronym for something, and it was going to be super high-tech and complex, but this is something that can be administered mobily, and it should be pretty user-friendly as long as everyone gets the proper training. So definitely something that would be great to have for Dubois County.
Yes, we'd appreciate any contributions, any support anyone's willing to give.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you guys would like to say to the public or to anyone else before we kind of wrap it up here? I know it's a big universal question, but anything about DCLA, anything about the Lucas machines or the project that you guys have been working so hard on, you have the floor. So
Yeah, I really think joining the Dubois County Leadership Academy has allowed our small group to work together for a goal that will, eventually help the community. I think people too, the Lucas devices are already here in town. The EMTs actually have them, but our whole goal is to get these to more rural areas faster, and the fire department is the way we're going to be able to do that. So, and the other thing is, I just want to say thank you to anybody who has already or is going to donate to us, because it can really help our community.
Well, exactly. It's just all good stuff. Emily, anything else?
No, I just want to reiterate, a thank you to companies and individuals have already donated, and the support our local fire departments have already given us. They're very excited about the opportunity and looking forward to getting trained and to be able to provide another service within the community.
Yes, definitely. Well, of course, thank you both for coming in and talking about this today. I'm just very thankful that we're able to give you guys a platform to spread the word and have people learn more, and hopefully ends up in a contribution so that everyone in a year or so's time can benefit from this in the health standpoint, because it's definitely a unique need that someone probably wouldn't think about in everyday life of what a first responder would need. So it's just fantastic work to see, and the Dubois County Leadership Academy is kind of where it all started, so it's just very exciting to see and all full circle type stuff for sure. So thank you so much again for joining us today. And thank you so much at home for watching. This has been 18 WJTS in.form, where we are local people watching local people.